So here we have my wonderful CJ Autos ramp. There we have my car, 997 Porsche. That doesn't fit because the ramp bit there, it's designed to go under the car bit there, and the jacking points on the Porsche are just behind the front wheel there, and just behind the back wheel there, or just in front of the back wheel there, and there's coolant pipes in the middle there. So that does not work with that. So what I've done is made myself a 997 accessory kit. I've made, first of all, the car's too low, so I've made some little ramps to rise up so I can slide that underneath it. These are just plywood, 18mm ply, nothing clever, B&Q's finest. The key thing is that that height there is 15 centimetres for standard suspension or whatever height fits under your car. The next bit is these two bars. They've got jacking points at the top there and the bottom there. So these will go under the car with those jacking points onto the jacking points of the car, and then the lift will have the platforms under the middle of this. Key things about this is where the jacks go in. First of all, nice wooden support. Secondly, it's rotatable because this piece is designed to go into the jacking point of the car, turn 90 degrees, and that will hold it in place. That means you can fit these two bars under the car once it's up on ramps, and then roll the ramp, the big jack underneath it. Let's put that in practice. If you're like me and you've got no one to help you get you on the ramps, having a mirror just resting over there shows you when your wheel is up on the ramp. So there's the mirror, there's the ramp, there's the wheel. So I can see when I need to stop. I could just put stoppers on the end of the ramps, but that would be too easy. Now you can see under the car. Yours has probably got side skirts here. Mine are just being refurbed at the moment. Oh, I'm just refurbing them in the garage at the moment. But the key thing there's the jacking hole, and that hole bit is actually an oblong. So we're going to put the metal in there, turn it round, and it will fit beautifully. Here we have the metal. That goes in there. Then you turn it round and it holds. Oh, that piece of metal is 1.45 m long, and obviously the holes are slightly inboard from that. So measure up and make it fit. So there's the ramps underneath there. It's positioned kind of in front of the door. If you want the back end up, you've really got to move it right the way as far up against this end as you can. I'm doing some work at the front end today, so I want the back end to stay down anyway. But when you want to get to the engine, really need to ram that bit of your, this end of your jack up against that wheel. Otherwise it'll stay with nose up. Problems having the engine in the back. Oh, also put wood under both pieces because, as I discovered, that end will dig into the tarmac and slide along if you don't. I jokingly said about putting stoppers on the ramps. If I do that, there's not enough clearance under the car to put the ramp, so that's why I have to go for my wonderful mirror technique. We're now all in place, just need to spin that. I use my old domestic drill. That simply is not up to it. I've got no idea what the spec on this thing is. Nah, can't see, the label's gone. You might see it on there somewhere. Anyway, yeah, that just doesn't cope. It sits there burning out. So I treated myself to a beast of a drill. It's an SDS drill, which I needed for some other work I was doing. But anyway, hopefully this should lift the car. Turns out it wasn't the drill, I had the throttle set to 0. You can see here, there's a gap here so you can get to those bolts, so you can actually take your floor pad off. I guess there's a bit of deflection in that metal, but nothing worth worrying about. That's 60mm by 30mm with 3mm walls on the block. If you want to go bigger, go bigger. That's just what I got from the metal shop. So that is the car up as far as I need it on the jack. Obviously you can go higher, and you want to move that pivot point as far, pretty much under that door if you can, but as far back as you can get it. So you'll have to move the car further on the ramps, get that metal, get that metal bit there right up against the end of the ramp, and that should give you access to the back as well.